Adele at MyStampandSpot.com, coming to you with the Red, White, and Blue Spotlight feature this week. How is everybody? We had a fun night at bingo last night. It's a nice warm day in the Northeast. And we are going to do our 5th card in our series. This is card number 1. Everything's red, white, and blue. However, they're not necessarily needed to be used for 4th of July. They can be, so this one I stamped off the solid color flower. This one I did not. This depends on which one you like best. I think this might be my favorite, my favoritist card. Is that a word, favoritist? No, it's most favorite. Okay, today, I mean, you can't think 4th of July without thinking sports. Sports too. Sailboats, right? So sunrise sailing, congratulations, you deserve the best. Happy retirement, best wishes. You're destined for great things. Ahoy! It has the awesome sunrise sailing hybrid embossing folder. Hybrid simply means that you can take the die images and put them in there and run it through. I caution you, do not do this with all embossing folders. They're very specific folders that Stampin' Up! Produces are hybrid ones. So we have the dies, and then I also have stylish shapes dies. We're going to use that for a label. So let's get going. Let me pull my kit apart. Oh, how is everybody today? I heard Florida was going to get some bad storms. I hope you all stay safe down there. Okay, so we have 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5.5. That is Night of Navy. And I'm just going to make sure that I kind of closed it, but it doesn't seem like it was. There we go, much better matched. This is my inside piece. I'm just going to set it here for the moment. I have embossed this. Now, I could have put the die on here. Oh, look at, I've already stamped my happy retirement greeting. You guys know how to do that, right? I could have taken my die and put it in here when I embossed. And I could have cut this image while embossing. Right like this. However, I chose not to. And I'm not really sure why I chose not to. But I chose not to. I just cut the straight sailboat image. So should you order these kits, you'll get just the straight sailboat image that will be popped up over this card. However, if you're making this at home, because all the ingredients, directions, measurements will go on the blog, you may want to emboss this cutout piece. That's up to you. All right, so let me get my measurements here. The real red is cut at 3 1/4 by 5.5. Then I have my white, that's 3 1/8 by 5.5, and then that is embossed. So we are going to adhere those, if I can find my adhesive. Who's joining me today? Let me know who you are and where you're from. Okay, so we're going to kind of just turn this. Oh, you know what? Actually, I don't want to do that yet. I don't want to do that. And I need my silicone mat so that this doesn't stick to the silicone mat because it has the adhesive on it. There we go. First, I want to take my blending brush, and I have Misty Moonlight, but I think I want Night of Navy. Do I have my Night of Navy? I don't know where my Night of Navy ink went. Well, isn't that curious? Well, so I guess we're going to do it in Misty Moonlight, and you will then see the difference. Because I have my sample card that I made from yesterday. I don't know what I did with my Night of Navy. Well, here goes nothing. We're doing Misty Moonlight. And it's okay. We're going to do the water in the Misty Moonlight. Oh, and actually, you know what? Looking at my sample card, I guess I did do Misty Moonlight. Being sponged, I thought it was Night of Navy. Interesting. But I am going to make a change to the sky. I'm going a little higher here because we're going to pop our boat up on the water. There we go. Actually, no. I did use Night of Navy before, I believe. Oh, and look at that. If it were any closer, it would have bit me. Is it under the cards on the desk? Well, Jennifer, how smart were you? It was under the other ink pads on my desk. Hey, Kathy, how are you? Lynn, how you doing? Okay, but this is good because now you'll get to see the difference. Because on the card that I did as my sample card, when I was trying to design this, I used Balmy Blue for the sky. But when I used Balmy Blue, I kind of was thinking that maybe I should use the new... Oh, maybe I'm not going to use the new. Oh, we're going to use the new. Let's see. Secret Sky. Mine is not on my desk. Must be in a bin on a table. So I'm going to take my marker and I'm going to try to... I don't know that I'm going to be able to get enough for all of this. We're going to try it, though, and see. We may have to use the Balmy Blue. You looking for Secret Sky for me?
That's what I'm coming over here to look for.
I wonder if I put it in the ink drawer when we came back from our... I don't remember the last time I used Secret Sky. Not Secret Sky. Cloud Cover. Oh, because there is no Cloud Cover ink pad. Duh, remember that? Remember Cloud Cover? They didn't produce it? So I'm going to try this, and I'm going to...
There's no ink pad?
There is no ink pad for it. They produced it, and then they decided that they're very careful about how they test products and how long the products last. I don't have an ink refill, or else I'd be doing this with an ink refill. I didn't purchase my ink refills yet. They quality test. They have these airtight chambers. This is painful to watch me doing it this way, isn't it? They have these airtight chambers that they stamp something and then they put the paper in the airtight chamber and they see how it holds up over periods of time. And lo and behold, they found that the ink pad itself did not hold up. Now the ink refill did, the markers, the blends, they all held up, but there was something about when they concocted the ink to go on that ink pad, because they all have to be, even though they're all the same color, they all have to have like a slightly different mixture, because like the alcohol markers are much more fluid versus like this kind of marker, the Stampin' Right. And so there was something about the ink pad that they felt like it wasn't keeping true to its color. Look at, I just got a big smudge there. We might have to put bling there.
How do you know it's homemade?
I wasn't here. Joelle's here. She says that's how you know it's homemade. All right. Well, I'm going to stop this nonsense. You get a good idea. Anyway, it's sad that we don't have the ink pad, but I have to say I love that they have quality control. All right. Let's see. There we go. I'm going to put this on my real red layer. Okay. And then we are going to take this and put this on our Night of Navy. I have to say, I do think I like this cloud cover better. You'll see when we do it. Let's see. Like that. Now, I always try to make kits that you can do at home. So if you don't have the stamp set, there are a few things you can do. I am going to stamp the outline on this kit. You could take a marker. You could just shade it. You could just pop it up on here. Even that would be cute. But I have the Stays On Saddle Brown. because to me it's just such a good ship type color. It's almost like a mahogany color. It's a deeper tone of pecan. So it's like the pecan, but instead of being the water-based ink, it's an alcohol-based ink. And I just love it. I need to fix this because I notice I have a funny angle on that. Okay. Move this aside. So if you don't have this stamp, you could simply take a ruler, draw a mast up the center of the boat, and then color in the actual ship itself. And then you could color, if you drew a mast, you could color the sails, or you could leave them white. I guess I didn't ink enough. How about that? So we're going with a pecan marker. We're going to fill in with a pecan marker. There we go. So I was talking about how much I loved this color for the mahogany tone. And yet, here we are changing it to pecan. That's okay. I don't know how it came to be that I didn't stamp that very well, but we're going to find out in a minute. Because I'm going to use the skinny line for this sail here. Like that. Okay. Now, this is my ship, the actual boat piece, and hopefully I'll do a better job of inking this up. Maybe I just didn't press down hard enough where it was such a big image, because clearly there's enough ink on this, I can tell. There we go. So you can see the difference in the browns between the pecan and the pecan is the outline, and then there's the saddle brown from the StazOn. I think I just didn't ink it well enough because it's so big. I think I didn't press hard enough, and that's okay. It's a handmade card, right? At least that's what I'm telling myself. Okay, now, because it's red, white, and blue, we are going to put some red sails on here. And again, you could easily do this with a marker, or you could decide just to have white sails. Oh, too far to the right. Not too bad, but not perfect. That's okay. It's okay. It's one of those days. I'm looking for, in my big mess over here, dimensionals. Ta-da! So let's put this boat on our card front. And I think I'll take the trim here from these dimensionals. Anybody doing anything good for the 4th? What's everybody's plans? Anybody partying? Going to the beach? What's everybody doing? We're having some family. We're having some family, and I'm actually very excited. My brother who passed away this year, his wife is coming, which I'm very thankful for, so that'll be good. Have a little barbecue. Okay, so I'm going to put this ship on here. Like this. Right over the embossed. And then I'm not really sure why, and I don't remember doing it, but I pre-stamped my happy retirement. So let's put that on with a couple of bling-a-dings. They're not bling. This is dimensionals. All right, so I'm going to show you the difference in the two cards. And I have to tell you, I do think I like the color contrast in the card that I did as my test run. So this is Night of Navy versus Misty Moonlight. The card base is Night of Navy. So I do think I like this better. This is Balmy Blue versus the Cloud Cover. Again, I have to say, I do think I like the Balmy Blue better. I'm shocked. I thought that Cloud Cover was going to be a sure win for me. So we've been working with these all week. And I'm just going to add a couple of the iridescent little gems here. These almost have like little stars. I think you guys have seen me this week use blends to color them on different cards and whatnot to make them all different colors. There we go. We always need retirement cards. One card I very rarely have in my collection. Thinking I'm going to cover up that big spot. Boop. There we go. And there we go. Which one do you like better? The Misty or the Night of Navy? I definitely think I like this Night of Navy with the Balmy Blue combo. Although the Cloud Cover might have gone nice with that too. But that's where we're at. So this is one card, two cards, three cards, four cards, and our happy birthday card. So there's our cards so far. One more card. Hey, Karen Halterman, how are you? There's our 5 cards so far. And I will see you tomorrow at 1 o'clock for our last card. And I will open up one of those $100 boxes so that you can see how much is packed in there. Oh my gosh. So that box is, you sign up, you pay for the shipping of the box, which is like $15, $16, and reserve your box. Then you go to my storefront at kathybedell.stampinup.com and you place your order of $100 prior to shipping and taxes, and I will mail this box off to you. We have, I think each box got 5 bundles. I don't think anybody got more than one Christmas stamp set. There are a couple stamp sets that were like evergreen trees that were kind of borderline. I didn't count those as a Christmas because really you can use them year round or at least all winter. So there's at least 5 bundles, either stamps and dies or stamps and punches. There's a bunch of punches, there's ink pads, there's cardstock, there's DSP, and every box had probably, what, Joelle, another 4 stamp sets added to it, you think? Mm-hmm. So you're talking
4 to 5 rolls of ribbon.
At least, yeah, a bunch of ribbon. So we're talking like at least 9 or 10 stamp sets. Half of those are bundles. And there's just so much. So there's links down below this post. Stamp Club by Mail, Christmas Club, and all of it. And otherwise, I will see you at 1 o'clock tomorrow for the last card in the series. Thanks, you guys. I hope you have a great day. Be well. Bye.